Welcome to episode 205 of Hustle and Pro. I'm Kelly Walker, and we're at Writers Field in Frisco, just days ahead of opening weekend. The field looks great. The ballpark finishing touches are happening, like signage going up, new nettings installed, batting cage construction has started, and much more. We got to spend a few minutes with left-handed pitcher Avery Weems. His story so far in baseball is pretty inspiring. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. Enjoy this quick episode. More to come with the Writers soon. Avery Weems. All right, left-handed pitcher in the Texas Rangers organization. So you're returning here to Frisco, but you've had a strange last season or two, right?
It's been ridden with injury the past couple years. 23, I had Tommy John, unfortunately, and I rehabbed that and finished my rehab in spring training last year and broke with the Frisco camp in 24, and then I was only here a matter of 2 days, and I ended up rupturing a tendon in my finger, and I had to have surgery on that as well. And then I made it back for the end of season, rushed back a little bit, and made a rehab stint in Hickory, North Carolina, and then I finished the season out in Round Rock.
You got 8 innings in.
I did.
Got 8 innings in. That's a little, but did you have some fall league action?
I did have some fall league action. Lucky enough, the Rangers wanted to see me pitch a little bit more, and that was really good for my development, especially coming off the finger injury. It was a little bit more different than Tommy John, a little bit more superficial. I dealt with, I think, rushing back. TJ's such a long process. I was in such a really good spot coming out of TJ because I rehabbed it, and the Rangers do a tremendous job with all their TJ guys. The finger thing was kind of a freak thing. They hadn't seen it before.
Really?
So I was the first one in the Rangers organization that they had heard this injury happen to.
That's
so there
crazy.
wasn't really like a protocol for it or like a timeline for it.
Can you tell me what it was? Explain it.
So my A2 pulley, so you have flexor tendons that go down, all the way down your forearm, and they let your fingers move like this, and then you have these things called pulleys that grow across your finger and like keep that tendon stable. I ended up rupturing the pulley, and it flipped under my tendon. So my flexor tendon was compromised and unstable, and they said if I had kept throwing and tore my flexor tendon, I probably wouldn't be playing baseball.
Because that can be repaired, but not at the level of precision and power.
Yeah, and plus I use my fingers for everyday life, and I want to be able to utilize them for anything, not just baseball, but baseball more importantly because it's my job,
That pulley, was that just using it, or did something happen?
No, I was throwing a bullpen actually here, and I didn't think anything of it. Nothing was really bothering me. I just wasn't finishing my pitches, and I finished one pitch, and it kind of felt like I jammed it. But after that, every pitch that I threw after that went to the back net, and after I got done, I was like, man, my finger's kind of killing me. I looked down, and it was like tripled in size, and kind of looked like a sausage.
And that finger too, you just didn't have control to finish your pitch.
Yeah, I didn't have
crazy.
Control. Yeah, it
wow.
was.
Okay, sorry. I hate to talk about.
No, it's all good.
You're probably so tired of talking about your injuries.
No, I mean, it gives people insight on my journey and how it's been, and not everybody's journey is just like this, Some people.
Most aren't.
Yeah, everybody's timeline's a little bit different.
For sure. Most aren't. But I just, you're more than that too. I'm sure your injuries kind of taken over a little bit. So
well, and that's the thing too. You're out for 2 years. You're on the shelf. People kind of forget about you. Forget about that. You're in the system because you're out there in rehab grinding every day.
Yeah. But talk about how the system, at least this organization, has not forgotten about you, right? You said, they've given you some of these invites and opportunities to stick with you.
I can't thank them enough. They never forgot about me. They always checked in on me, checked in on my rehab, how I was doing, how I was feeling. Especially in the TJ process, that was pretty fresh. because I was supposed to go to big league camp for my first year in 23, and the whole TJ process thing happened. So, but like I said, they're really good at that. And then 24 happened, this little freak injury, and I had a lot of people reach out to me, and the Rangers, they've stuck with me through these past 2 years with these injuries, and I can't thank them enough for putting me in this position and allowing me to still chase my dream and go to the fall league and get some innings and do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so. And you're here. We're opening weekend in Frisco this weekend, so you're back. How's the elbow? How's the finger?
Everything's really good. I'm in a really good spot mentally, physically. I got married this off season.
I
yeah,
didn't know that. That's great. Congrats.
November. Thank
Congrats.
you.
Was that back home, Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona, okay. Queen Creek, actually.
Great.
So,
well, that's exciting. New pep in your
step too,
right? It was
a little bit of a normal off season. Like TJ was like, I was doing my TJ process, my throwing process, getting ready to like go into spring training, all that stuff, and then I had the fall league, which was nice, allowed me to get some innings, allowed me to get my feet under me, get back in the game, get used to all that stuff again. But it was a nice change of pace to get married, spend some time with my family, my now wife, and just enjoy that. And I think that just put me in a really good spot mentally and physically.
I love it. Is she here in Frisco with you now?
She's not yet. She'll be here for opening weekend, but she'll be joining me, I think, at the end of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still figuring out all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I know. It's tough being a baseball wife, especially in the minors.
She was a teacher before, and this guy walked into her life, and it kind of changes her whole world, you know. So she's had to learn, I've had to learn, and but she plans on joining me out here. She's amazing and couldn't ask for any more. She's sacrificed a lot in the pretty much 2.5 years that we've been together, and her whole world changing. Man, she's taking it like a champ.
Sure.
So I can't ask for anything more from her.
That's great.
Well,
congrats on that.
Thank you.
That's exciting. Didn't
Thank
realize
you.
that. Okay, lastly, so you're good, you're feeling good, you're in a good spot. Is there anything, since we haven't seen you lately, like that we can expect to see from you, different like pitches, or what are you expecting, like velocity wise? Like what are you expecting out of yourself?
First and foremost, I just want to have a healthy season, healthy career. I had a really good spring, and like I said, I'm in a really good spot mentally and physically. So if I just keep that same mindset wherever I'm at, whether it be here, Round Rock, or hopefully Arlington, one of these days, you know, just anything that I could do to help whatever ball club I'm on win, then that's all I can ask for, while being healthy at the same time. So Arsenal is still the same. Velo, I'm hoping the velo goes up a little bit. I've been 92, 93 mostly. Pretty comfortable and repeatable in my delivery. I'm hoping. I did flash 4 to 6 back in the fall league, and I think just the more comfortable I get, and even in spring, like, I mean, there was nerves and stuff, but I pitched really well in spring. But even my first day yesterday coming back here, like, I was still a little nervous because I think the history of here, and I think it was like a year ago yesterday was when the finger thing happened. I had a live BP, so I think I was a little bit more nervous. I was just like, just stay healthy, you know, all those things. But I'm excited for this year, and we'll see what's in store.
Congrats on the wedding and the off season, and have a good season.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Hustle and Pro. Subscribe on YouTube and check us out on Instagram, and we'll see you next episode.